Greetings, ladies and gentlemen! Smiling Dread 4 here, and welcome back to some more Valkyria Chronicles Remastered for the PlayStation 4. As in the last session, we officially, and yes, I say officially, completed Chapter 14. Now you may be thinking, well, obviously did Chapter 14, last thing you have is a report, right? Well, not quite. We go all the way back here. Oh. Yeah. So this was Chapter 14, we completed that. And they were given this report, which was technically a part of Chapter 14. Why? I don't know, but we unlocked Chapter 15 in doing so. But before I decided to actually go into this one, I did my usual shtick. I looked at things in the headquarters, and found myself quite a few interesting things. More specifically, a bunch of reports which for some reason were not, released until now. I can get some of them, like this one right here for the Battle of Nagia. That's one thing. But then you go to ones all the way back here. There's one on Rosie in the Darcsen hunt. Right after, spoiler alerts if you haven't seen it already, don't know why I have, right after Isara's death on our first mission with Klein here. Then you can go way, way back with Verit, way before, and just a chapter before Isara's death. And then the more bizarre one that is just before the the Woodland Snare. Why? Why did it not show up before? It makes no sense. And if you're telling me there's some kind of specific way of unlocking it, then, well, what did I do? I don't get it. It was bizarre. So, anyways, without spoiling too much of it, go check out the previous 4 videos. They'll give you a rough idea as to what happened. So far, I've only covered, Valio's report for obvious reasons, as well as the ones on Alicia and Verit. Alicia's according to her Valkyria signs, hence the Awakening title, and then Verit, as you saw from her first mission, Verit's Vendetta, which was very interesting. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. But another rambling side, today we're going to be completing the rest of these missions by completing Rosie's War Without Weapons report, as well as Welkin's report, which was Flower of the Battlefield. Okay, so we'll take care of both of those, and maybe there's enough time, I'll do that extra new skirmish that was added last time as well. Now, another thing I'd like to mention before that we actually get into this. Now, yesterday, and for in your guys' case, it'd be 2 days ago in my time. I was recording this yesterday, June the 15th. I was doing this mission. I did half of Rosie's War Without Weapons, but then the software decided to cramp out on me, as I like to quote it. So basically, a lot of audio of the scene, couldn't figure out the problem, so I just said, screw it, I'm just throwing away the archive footage. Fortunately, I think I figured out the problem. For some reason, the thing was set to an automatic 1080p, which, by the way, if you're planning on doing a Let's Play slash walkthrough series, channel kind of thing, and you have a laptop as your recording device, bad idea. Just bad idea all around. Now, if you're doing it for the sake of intros, that's another story, but if it's more than 20 minutes, don't record in 1080p, just bad idea. So, yeah. I did half of this War Without Weapons report, and frankly, I just lost my mind. So here I am, I'm going to be redoing it again because frankly, I don't want to, sync everything all together like the Isara episodes, the last of them anyway. Number 2, because it also just gives me a rough idea as to what I'm going into now, since I know what's going to happen. A little better preparation and all that. And 3, well, as you guys can probably tell, from any previous Let's Plays or walkthroughs, if you've been around that long, I tend to commentate better when I actually know what I'm doing. Either way, all 3 scenarios aside, we're actually going to complete this. And now I'm praying to the gods and nothing bad happens, so without further ado, let's get into this. Starting off with the Darcsen hunt. Let's view the episode right away.
The battle at Nagia is almost upon us. Is there anything left to do beforehand?
Yeah, and this is obviously before Nagia. Seriously, why are these so out of order? It makes no sense.
No, Captain. We've made due preparations.
This will likely be the largest conflict you or I have seen. I want you rested and ready.
Oh, by the way, did the Darcsens who survived back in Thousand make it out all right?
They should have. I told them all to evacuate to Rangrease as soon as they could.
I'd hear it.
Speaking of the Darcsen, I hear the Empire's begun another wave of hunts.
Oh, is that so, Barrett?
Darcsen hunting?
Here we go again.
Well, I guess that's one way to get back the labor force they lost at Thousand.
The report I read mentioned an enemy unit hunting Darcsens by the border. I'm sending a squad to take care of it now. You all have earned a rest, though. Go catch up on your sleep and relax a while. You're dismissed.
Captain Virat, would you let us do it,
What?
please?
Come on, Cap.
Rosie.
I'll second that, if we may, Captain.
Come on, Barrett.
All right. I'll place Squad 7 in charge of this operation.
Thank you, Captain. Appreciate it.
The village in question has a large Darcsen population. It's been raided time and again. Secure the village and its people's safety, and stop those hunters.
With pleasure.
Yes, Captain. We'll leave as soon as we can.
Alright then. So there we go, a new episode has been added. Now for the second half that I did. This is where a lot of the audio desync issues happened. Not so much here, but right here. An end to Darcsen hunting, and you can probably guess why it'd be such an issue. If not, well, I might need to go over it. But anyway, man, it's been too long
Here's
for
your
me.
mission brief.
You got our fix on location of the Imperial squad responsible for the Darcsen hunts. Your squad will take a position along the path. Once you see them, pounce. Wipe out the entire squad. The objective is to neutralize every last Imperial soldier. Don't let any of them get away. If even one survives, it's only a matter of time before they find others and come back. Even one survival will mean mission failure for this time. You of all people should know these people must be stopped. So our victory, it's very similar to Varus from last time. All enemies must be defeated. We lose if any of our basic stuff happens, 20 turns pass, our base is occupied, etc, etc. But most importantly, if the Imperial units escape. Now, the good thing with this one, it's nothing like the Varus mission. You don't have to wipe them out in a single turn. If that were the case, that'd be completely BS. Especially when we get into things. But you do have to worry about taking out every single one and making sure they don't escape, so be prepared. That being said, automatically we got Welkin, Zaka, and Rosie, automatically placed for obvious reasons. Well, the tanks are obvious. Rosie, it's her story mission. It's obvious. So we got all that taken care of. Next thing we need to worry about is setting up our own team. Now, here's what I've learned so far. There are going to be 2 tanks in this battle. So you're going to want to put a Lancer all the way over there, and maybe an extra right here for the sake of things. Of course, we'll need Herbert as our main healer, engineer, and all that. You might also, well, it's not, I don't recommend it or require it, but have a sniper around. He will make things a little easier on your part. And then, of course, we're going to bring in our good old friend, not Ted, Alicia, for sake of scouting, because she does a quite good job. And then Ted Ustinov, who we have not seen in quite a while. Time to give him some credit once more, where credit is due. Anything else I need to worry about? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Can add one more engineer in the back burner, just for the Lancer's sake, because, they don't have unlimited ammo. I wish they did, but they did not. So we got all our members set up. I don't think I even used the full roster last time. I also can't remember. I tried to keep away from that discarded footage. Ugh. Alright, but everything's taken care of. Let's actually deploy into battle.
If there are no questions, let's get started. I wish you good luck and happy hunting.
Thank you, Captain.
The Darcsen hunts end here and now! Squad 7, move out!
And while this is late, this one's for Isara. Yes, I am throwing that out there right now. We're supposed to have gone past that, but, story dictates otherwise, so,
to
yeah.
hide around here.
Yeah, especially around those rocks. I can see a lot of unexpected run-ins happening.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Better believe they'll be running.
I'm a damn shock trooper.
At least you got that confidence, Rose. I appreciate
All right, let's begin the mission. Take out every last one of them.
it. Roger that. And already off the bat, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 4 of these guys, but don't be mistaken, there are a lot of them. You got some snipers, you got a hidden lancer, you got a few guys around this route actually, so be ready for that. Now, first move I probably should do is actually get up there, and since there's a lancer coming, I'm gonna leave Shamrock be, and not taking that kind of risk. I can just get rid of him with one of these guys. Actually, I probably should send Ted along with them, shouldn't I? I'll decide when I decided. Who I'll send? I'll send Niles. I don't give him much opportunity. Oh, what? Whoa, 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 wait, what? What the frick? Wait, why is the thing inverted?
Core team, move in. Follow the
Okay.
advance units.
I have no idea what just happened. That's so weird. Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lance this guy, get him out of the freaking grass, so he's, you know, vulnerable and all that. Seriously, why is this? This is so weird. Okay, we'll just come all the way over here, see if we can get that tank from behind. Alright. System. Options. Why is the thing... Oh, right, I remember. I was saying the BGM a bit, because so far I've been noticing that the voice gets died out no matter... is getting died out a little more as the thing goes on. So I did that. But why did it go into reverse? I don't know. Maybe I accidentally hit a trigger. By the way, let's auto-save all that. Thankfully it goes to all our data, so it makes my life a little easier. And now that's taken care of. Where was I again? Ah, yes, our next turn. Let's get rid of that guy if we can. I wonder, should I send these guys? You know what? Yeah, we'll send Ted up.
Here I go.
Up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, found one.
Yep, and sure enough, there's another guy. Okay. Got 24 there, or 4 right here. And I think, yeah, he has an X11 too, so this should get us a defense boost if the first one hits. How'd you... Dude, how did you miss both those? He's what? I can understand you missing one of them, but how'd you miss the other one? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, yeah, but here, Sniper and Trooper Elite. Get rid of Sniper soon, otherwise... Yeah, it's gonna be trouble. I'm not gonna send in Zaka, that'd be a bad idea. I'm going to send in to Largo. Maybe, deal with 1 or 2 of these guys. I can't get rid of the Sniper, I don't think. Wait, can I? No, I would hit the, edge. Or no, hold on, actually, if I go back here and do it... Ow! Come on, this one. At least, not even not back. Okay, fine, fine.
Remember to look at your surroundings.
I know! Calm down, Barrett. I know what I'm doing. Shush. Just freaking shush. Okay, then. So that happened. Alright. I probably should focus on just getting over there. Niles? Keep going. But before I do go on...
Enemy sighted.
Anything's clear?
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, there's these knuckleheads right here. Frickin' startled me the first time I came here. But they don't matter now because that thing is dead. Gone bye-bye.
Good.
Nice work.
And then just gonna go into crawling position, you know, to reduce my damage. Now that's taken care of. Let's actually get over there. Take care of these 2 knuckleheads, shall we? Maybe bomb their faces in. You know, the good old-fashioned way. In fact, I can probably do that with Ted, can't I? That's a good idea, I guess. Or, alternatively, you know what? I'm gonna send Alicia.
Moving out.
Get her do a little scouting because we're gonna need
fresh
it.
soil.
Okay, he's still hiding. Well, actually, this kind of works in my favor a little bit. Snipers are fragile, so we throw in a grenade, and this should kill him. 1 shot. I simultaneously love and hate the vulnerabilities of a sniper. It makes my life so much easier. Alright, then we're just gonna come on up here. Do a little spotting. There's 1 elite. There is 2 elites. And then over there makes 3, so be ready for that. Also, tank right there, I need to get rid of him. So, let's see if we can do that real quick. Can I make it in time is the question. Or even hit it. I guess we'll have to find out.
Waiting here.
Go, Lago! Go! Go, Lago, go! Go, Lago, go! Can I hit him?
If you feel disoriented,
I can't, can I? Well, I can barely hit him. How many shots does it take? From here, 34. Not happening. In that case, I'm just gonna use this turn and, kill what's-his-face here. Oh, come on! That was clearly a headshot. Alright, fine. You wanna play rough? We'll play rough. I accept the challenge. Alright. Largo, let's go again. Come on, it's right there. Perfect. Ow! Bop goes the weasel!
The world's better off with those oily dark hairs dead and gone, you idiots.
What do you know? You know better than they are, if that's the case. You're Imperials. You're freaking... You are frickin' World War II stereotypes of Adolf Hitler. Just shut up, fool.
Get in our way, and we'll be all too happy to send you to your next life.
Funny. I was about to say the same thing to you. Or close to it. Vegetables! Because who doesn't love our vegetables?
move! Help me!
Hang on, friends. We got this. We know what we're doing. Alright, we got 2 more CP left. Now, what do I want to do here? I know if I send this guy over there, he's gonna probably get shot by a Lancer, so that's the worst idea. Although, I think I got an even, decenter idea.
I'll knock him dead.
Go get him, Ted! Do what you do best! Now, this is gonna hurt Niles for obvious reasons, but thankfully he's a tank. Not literally, of course.
Will this work?
So those will damage these 2, while moderately damaging Niles. Oh, didn't even get a second guy. Well, he's now exposed, which gives us an edge. Oh, did I see another guy? Yep, another elite. Frick. Fujmolt the Edge. Okay then, I'll deal with you in a sec. I need to worry about these guys. In fact, should I send Dallas... Wait, what am I thinking? Of course I need to send Dallas. I need my medic. Or my engineer, rather. I wish they could just classify it as a medic. It makes more sense in my head.
Fire mortars.
Okay.
Ew, boys.
Wow. That's, sexist. Alright, there we go. 2 down. Boop.
Okay.
Enemy
Boy.
unit neutralized.
Nope. Alright, so that's taken care of. And thus end turn. Now the question is, what are they gonna do?